MSI new AM5 BIOS now available on 600 series motherboards. Let users select 105 watts mode on AMD Ryzen 7 9700X and Ryzen 5 9600X CPUs. MSI's latest AM5 BIOS, which lets users select a 105 watts TDP mode on AMD Ryzen 7 9700X and Ryzen 5 9600X CPUs, is now available. Want more performance on your AMD Ryzen 7 9700X and Ryzen 5 9600X CPUs? Just download the latest AM5 BIOS from MSI, which lets you set TDP to 105 watts. Yesterday, we reported that MSI was bringing a new feature to its AM5 motherboard BIOS, which would let users set the TDP for AMD Ryzen 7 9700X and Ryzen 5 9600X CPUs to 105 watts. These CPUs run at 65 watts by default, but testing has shown that when power limits are increased, they result in better performance on these two new Zen 5 chips. Testing has shown that both CPUs can benefit from up to 13% increase in multi-threaded performance and some nice uplifts in games too. The BIOS is based on the AGESA 1.2.0.1 firmware and is available across a range of motherboards from MSI and its 600 series AM5 family. For the first wave, MSI is bringing the BIOS to the following motherboards: MEG X670 Godlike, MEG X670 Ace, MPG X670 Carbon Wi-Fi, MPG B650 Carbon Wi-Fi, MAG B650 Tomahawk Wi-Fi, MAG B650M Mortar Wi-Fi, MAG B650M Mortar, PRO B650P Wi-Fi, MPG B650 Edge Wi-Fi, B650M Gaming Plus Wi-Fi. More 600 series motherboards will be receiving the AGESA 1.2.0.1 BIOS update with the added 105 watts TDP feature in the coming weeks. MSI will also be adding the same 105 watts TDP feature to its entire 800 series motherboard stack by default, and users won't have to upgrade the BIOS to take advantage of this feature. Furthermore, this is a trial, beta release for now, and an official implementation of this feature is expected to roll out with the AGESA 1.2.0.2 BIOS update. This update is expected in late September and will be available across motherboards from all manufacturers. But this means that MSI is the first motherboard maker to support a new AMD BIOS feature ahead of its official launch. Other MSI exclusive features that you can find in the BIOS of its AM5 motherboards include Memory Triad and PBO Enhanced mode. The 105 watts TDP mode does take away some of the efficiency advantages associated with the Zen 5 CPUs, but those who prefer higher performance can enable the new mode and get an instant boost rather than having to do manual tuning on AMD Ryzen 7 9700X and Ryzen 5 9600X CPUs. For those who prefer efficiency, the 65 watts mode will be enabled by default. The higher-end Ryzen 9 9950X and Ryzen 9 9900X already operate at higher TDPs, though there might be a chance that the 9900X also gets a similar TDP boost update in the future, via BIOS updates.